We've all tried a lot of different pasta salads in our lives, but I think this one will become your new summer favorite. So today we're making a sun-dried tortellini pasta salad. So obviously the first thing you need is tortellini. I'm going to use these 5 cheese tortellini. You want to try to find these kind of fresh type pastas, not the frozen ones, because they'll be easier to use, but use whatever ones you want. If you want to use meat filled, that's also totally fine. Now we're going to make a kind of vinaigrette for it sauce. We're going to use red wine vinegar, oil, a little bit from the sun-dried tomatoes, and extra virgin olive oil. And then we're going to need other sun-dried tomatoes. If you can't find either the ones in oils or the fresh, just use the other ones. We're going to add a little bit of chopped red onion to that, as well as lemon juice, Dijon mustard, and a clove of grated garlic. We're going to also use a little bit of cheese. I like these mozzarella pearls, but if you want to just chop up mozzarella, that's also totally fine. And now to assemble the sauce vinaigrette, we're going to use 1/3 of a cup of oil. I'm going to split that into half the sun-dried tomato oil, and the other half will just be extra virgin olive oil. If you can't find the sun-dried tomatoes that are in oil, just use all olive oil. It's completely fine. To that, we're going to add 1.5 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. If you like it really vinegary, add the full 2 tablespoons. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, fresh if you have it. And then we're going to add in the clove of garlic grated so it really blends into that sauce perfectly. If you want to just chop it up, it'll be bigger pieces. That's totally fine. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. If you want to add a little heat to this, you can add some chili flake also. The final ingredient we're going to add is Dijon mustard. I added right around a tablespoon. You didn't all see it there because it didn't come out very pretty, but trust me, there was about a tablespoon, which makes this recipe easy. Everything is basically in tablespoons. And once you mix that all together, you'll see that Dijon mustard really emulsifies this sauce. If you don't use the Dijon, you just kind of have a vinegar and oil, which is fine, but it's not going to have that same coating effect. I'm going to add a little bit of those red onions to it. Taste it for seasoning. If you need to add a little salt, go right ahead. But that's your dressing. You can now push that off to the side and wait until the pasta's done. I took the pearls out to see if I needed to chop them up, but these were nice and small. If you have the bigger ones, you may want to cut them into halves or even quarters. I'm also just going to rough chop the tomatoes that were not in the oil. Here are the ones that were in the oil. I'm just going to give those a nice fine little chop too. Mix that in with the other ones, and that is the tomato we're going to use for the sun-dried tomato sauce, essentially. If you can't find one or the other, that's totally fine. The vinaigrette will soften up the ones that are not in the oil. Now to cook the pasta, the package says 3 to 4 minutes. I'm going to cook this for 2 minutes. If you get these too soft while they sit in the fridge overnight or even for a few hours, they'll become too soft and kind of fall apart. So you want to undercook these a little bit. So after 2 minutes, I'm just going to pull these out. I'm going to put them into a strainer I have in my sink, and they're just running under cold water to stop the soaking process. That's all you need to do. Once you get those out, I'm going to blanch spinach in here real quick. You don't need to do this. You can throw it in whole into your recipe and just let it wilt naturally in the sauce. But I like to blanch it quickly. So this was about 15-20 seconds in the water, and I'm going to pull that out and throw that in right on top of that pasta sitting in the strainer. As far as cooking goes, you are now done. We just need to assemble this. So once you've let that kind of cool down in the sink for a minute or two, we're going to add that all into a mixing bowl. Make sure you get that spinach out in case it sticks to the strainer. I'm going to add in those tomatoes. Give this a little bit of a mix to start incorporating it, just so everything's kind of evenly distributed throughout the mixing bowl. And now I'm going to add in the vinaigrette Dijon sauce little by little, just because you don't want to have too much in there where it's just going to pool at the bottom. I'm going to start to mix the cheese in throughout and just mix everything in gently over time. You don't want to break the tortellini. I needed a little more sauce in there, so I added a little bit more of it. And we're just going to keep mixing it, letting it be evenly coated. One of my favorite secret ingredients here is basil paste. I'm also going to add in a little bit of locatelli cheese. You could add parm if you want, but I like to add basil paste because regular fresh basil might become a little bit slimy and gross over time sitting in this liquid. So I'm going to add the fresh basil in at the end, but basil paste will do a lot of that heavy basil lifting flavor profile for you with the basil paste. So that's what we're looking for right there, all mixed together nice and cohesively. Throw that in the fridge now for about an hour or two. You can let it sit overnight also, but it really just needs to get cold, so you can make this the day of when you want to serve it. Here we are after about 2 hours. It's cooled down. If you want to eat this hot, it is also delicious that way. You could serve this kind of as a warm tortellini dinner. Totally cool, but as you can see, there's no loose liquid at the bottom. It's not an oily, greasy mess. Everything's been absorbed, which is exactly what you're looking for. So that's why just be careful when you're adding that vinaigrette in, that you're not over saucing it. Now, once you plate it up, all those kind of heavy things like the tomatoes and stuff are going to fall to the bottom of your dish. So just grab those out and make sure you kind of top it with it. And then I just coated this with a little bit of extra basil, lemon juice, and extra virgin olive oil. And now taste-wise, this is delicious. It's very bright, summery. You get a lot of those fresh flavors. It doesn't have a ton of sugar in it like regular pasta salad does, or a very heavy onion brine. So this is a much more refreshing, summery dish. I think this will really change your barbecues. People will be like, oh, wow, what was that? If you're sick of regular pasta salad, definitely give this a try, and I think you're going to love it.